Good morning, everyone. This is Veronica, and I'm back to share a mini with you. I participated in a swap over at Mini Album Scraps, and it was a partner swap. My partner's name was Kathy, and we had to do a mini, and the theme was My Garden. We could either use coffee sleeves or coin envelopes to do our mini. I have received Kathy's, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I just love it. She used the lemon citrus paper, and when I tell you just drop dead gorgeous, it is gorgeous. So this is the mini that I made for her. This is my first partner swap, so hopefully um, I met the challenge and stepped up to the plate. Hopefully Kathy likes it. So let's get started. To bind it, I used my cinch, and as a closure, I just used ribbon on the end. I used the Prima Madeline paper line, and with that, there were journaling spots in it. There's flowers and butterflies, pinks, turquoise, browns. So I thought it was a pretty gorgeous paper line. And on the front, I kept it pretty simple with some Recollections bling, and I used one of the journaling spots, and hopefully you can see that. It says, "True beauty lies within. I know that yours will shine so brilliant, it will be blinding." Okay, and we're going to go inside of the album. Okay, on the first page of the album, I pretty much left it blank, and I used some wheat sprays and also a Prima flower. And with this is the coin envelopes. I chose that. But I wanted Kathy to have more space for photos and journaling. So I saw on YouTube a video, and the person's name is Lisa Chase Cayley. She made her own coin envelopes. So I used her pattern to make mine, and it actually gave more space in the album. We have pockets in each page, and I have a tag in each page. Some of the tags, and they're all blank on the front, but some are dry embossed using the Cuttlebug, and others are stamped. And this was a stamp that had come from Michael's when stamps in the bin were $1. And this one says, "Share the moments that bring you joy." Okay, on the next page, and this is all one page right here. So it formed the pocket, and it also gave you plenty of other space. Now, these pages, once you folded them the way that she had folded them, you should have had a pocket on the inside. All of mine didn't turn out that way because I didn't quite fold them right. But I've always heard that there are no mistakes in scrapping, so I made this work for me. So what I did here, instead of it forming a pocket, she just has additional flaps to put photos or journaling. This is a K & Company embellishment, more Recollections bling, and I cannot think of where these came from. I know I bought them from Joann's, but I can't think of the name of the company that makes them. But these epoxy stickers, this says, "Joy is a flower that blooms when you do." So I thought that was pretty appropriate to put there. And it kind of just showed the pattern off on the paper. Then on the next page, again, I left this part blank, just added some flowers. The small ones were in my stash, and this is a Wild Orchid Crafts flower. And here she has plenty of space for a good-sized photo. And this is one of the tags that I was mentioning was dry embossed using the Cuttlebug. Okay. And then on the next page, this is the pocket that should have formed if I folded according to her directions. And in this pocket, I added some journaling spots. And this was actually a journaling spot from the paper line. And this one, I just added a rub-on from K & Company. And she can add a photo here. And this is Spellbinders Nestability. A smaller photo can go here, or journaling. And when I used it, it punched out the little butterflies, so I just adhered them to the page as well. On the next page, I just left that blank because of the paper. I thought it was pretty. And I didn't mention these baubles at the end. This was K & Company. So it had butterflies, birds, and flowers. So again, my garden, and I thought that went pretty well. This is dry embossed again using a Cuttlebug edger. I know that's not the correct term for it, but that's what I used. And this is some trim that I got from an Etsy shop. And that's the other part of this. I'm sorry, I left that part out. You have your pocket on the front, again, using one sheet of paper, 1 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It forms this big pocket for your tag. You flip it up, and it makes the pockets inside, or as what I had done, it just flipped out. And the other part of that is you open it up, and you have more space. All right, and again, this trim came from an Etsy shop. This is more of the paper line. I used some flatback pearls here. This is a Recollections flower layered on a Wild Orchid Crafts flower. And this trim came from Hobby Lobby, and I just added these little tags, and these are all layered flowers. I know the bottom one is Wild Orchid Crafts, and I glimmer misted it with the glimmer mist called Wheat Fields, so that blended in pretty well. All right, the next page, I used a K & Company embellishment. Again, your pocket. This is a Prima flower. This is Wild Orchid Crafts Hip Bud Roses and Wild Orchid Crafts. You open it up. This is a Recollections butterfly. More K & Company. I used one of the journaling spots to put in the pocket. And you open it up. And there you go with more space. And I thought this was absolutely gorgeous. The next page, here, she can put a photo behind here. Her tag. And let me go back 1 second. This one I stamped. And this one says Celebrate Each Day. Another one of those stamps from Michaels. And on our last page, this is a Prima flower. This was a journaling spot from K & Company, and I used a stamp from my local scrapbooking store. And this says, Flowers Whisper What Words Cannot Say. And just some bling trim on the inside. So I hope you enjoyed this mini. I really hope that Kathy likes it. I would love to hear your comments. Thanks for watching, and happy scrapping.